Tom had always been fascinated by the old oak tree that stood at the edge of his grandmother's property. It was massive, its twisted branches stretching wide like a giant's hands, and its roots digging deep into the earth. His grandmother often warned him to stay away from it, saying the tree was older than anyone could remember and had seen things best forgotten. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Tom felt an irresistible pull toward the tree. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth, and a low fog began to creep across the fields. He found himself standing beneath the oak, staring up at its ancient bark, which was covered in deep grooves and strange markings. As he reached out to touch the tree subscribe, more Part 2, a chill ran down his spine. The bark was cold, almost like stone, and the markings seemed to shift under his fingers, forming patterns that made his head spin. Suddenly, the ground beneath him trembled, and he felt something brush against his ankle. He looked down to see the roots of the tree moving, slowly curling around his feet. Panic surged through him, but before he could move, the roots tightened their grip, pulling him toward the base of the tree. He struggled, but the more he fought, the tighter the roots held him. The fog thickened, and the world around him grew darker, as if the sun had completely vanished. Just as he felt himself being dragged into the earth, he heard a whisper, faint and distant, coming from the depths of the tree. It was a voice, soft, but filled with an ancient power, calling his name. "Tom," it said, "do not be afraid. You belong to the oak now, as it belongs to the earth." With that, the roots pulled him under, the soil closing over his head. The last thing Tom saw before darkness consumed him was the twisted branches of the oak, stretching up toward the sky and the faint glow of the setting sun, now just a memory. The next morning, when Tom's grandmother came looking for him, all she found was his shoe, half buried in the dirt beneath the old oak tree. The tree stood as it always had, silent and watchful, its roots deep and strong, guarding its secrets well.